When you think of Disney, what comes to mind? Probably Mickey Mouse, princess castles, or magical childhood memories. But behind the colorful cartoons and theme park fireworks lies something far more powerful. A corporate empire that stretches into nearly every corner of entertainment. Disney isn't just about magic, it's about money, control, and influence. The question is, has Disney's enchanting world quietly transformed into one of the biggest monopolies in modern history? Since its humble beginnings in 1923, Disney has grown from a small animation studio into a global powerhouse. Today, it owns not only the most famous characters on Earth, but also massive studios, television networks, streaming platforms, merchandise lines, and even entire cities of entertainment called theme parks. But how did Disney achieve this dominance? How does it balance being the symbol of family-friendly fun while wielding immense power in the entertainment industry? And is Disney's magic simply a disguise for a monopoly? In this video, we'll uncover the hidden empire of Disney, from its origins to its business strategies, from acquisitions worth billions to controversies and criticisms. We'll reveal how Disney went from making cartoons to becoming one of the most influential corporations in the world. The humble beginnings. In 1923, Walt Disney and his brother Roy founded the Disney Brothers Cartoon Studio. Their breakthrough came in 1928 with the creation of Mickey Mouse, whose instant popularity propelled Disney into the spotlight. By the 1930s and 40s, Disney produced animated classics like Snow White, Pinocchio, and Bambi, cementing its reputation as a pioneer in storytelling. But Walt Disney wasn't just a dreamer, he was also a visionary businessman. He saw Disney not only as a film studio, but as a brand that could expand into merchandise, television, and eventually theme parks. This business-first mindset laid the foundation for the empire Disney would become. The birth of a brand. Disney understood the power of branding before most companies did. The studio didn't just create films, it created experiences. Characters like Mickey, Donald, and Goofy became more than cartoon figures. They were cultural icons. The launch of Disneyland in 1955 was revolutionary. It wasn't just an amusement park, it was a fully immersive world where Disney stories came to life. This move solidified Disney as not just a studio, but a lifestyle brand. From toys to clothing, from music to books, Disney learned how to monetize its magic across every medium. Expansion into media. While the early decades focused on animation and theme parks, the late 20th century saw Disney expand aggressively into television and live-action films. In the 1980s and 90s, Disney dominated with movies like The Lion King, Aladdin, and Beauty and the Beast. But it was also acquiring. Disney bought ABC and ESPN in 1996, giving it massive control over television and sports broadcasting. This marked a turning point. Disney wasn't just about cartoons anymore. It was becoming a media empire. The acquisition strategy, buying the competition. One of Disney's most powerful weapons has been its ability to acquire other companies, and it has done so with staggering precision. Pixar, 2006. After years of collaboration, Disney acquired Pixar for $7.4 billion, gaining hits like Toy Story and Finding Nemo. Marvel, 2009. For $4 billion, Disney purchased Marvel Entertainment, securing the rights to one of the most profitable cinematic universes in history. Lucasfilm, 2012. For another $4 billion, Disney bought Star Wars, instantly adding one of the most beloved franchises to its library. 21st Century Fox, 2019. In its largest deal yet, Disney paid $71 billion to acquire Fox's entertainment assets, including The Simpsons, Avatar, and control over Hulu. Each of these moves eliminated competitors while bringing valuable content under Disney's control. It wasn't just growth, it was domination, the streaming war. The 2010s introduced a new battlefield, streaming. Netflix had revolutionized how people consume content, and Disney wasn't about to be left behind. In 2019, Disney launched Disney+. Within just 24 hours, it gained over 10 million subscribers. By 2023, it had more than 160 million. With its massive library of classics, Marvel blockbusters, Star Wars series, and exclusive originals, Disney Plus became a major player in the streaming wars. Add Hulu and ESPN Plus to the mix, and Disney effectively became one of the most dominant forces in digital entertainment. The power of the mouse. Disney's empire isn't limited to screens. Its theme parks attract over 150 million visitors each year. Merchandise sales generate billions annually. From cruise lines to Broadway shows, from video games to resorts, Disney is everywhere. This interconnected empire means that a single Disney film can generate profit across multiple platforms: toys, streaming, theme park rides, TV spin-offs, and merchandise. Few companies on Earth have this level of synergy. Criticisms and controversies. But with great power comes great controversy. Disney's empire has faced heavy criticism. Monopoly concerns. With so many acquisitions, critics argue Disney has reduced competition in entertainment, limiting diversity in storytelling. Labor issues. Disney parks have faced allegations of underpaying workers and poor working conditions. Cultural criticism. Some argue Disney sanitizes stories, reinforcing stereotypes or glossing over darker realities. Censorship. As a global company, Disney often edits content to comply with international governments, raising concerns about artistic freedom. While Disney markets itself as a beacon of magic and happiness, its corporate practices tell a more complicated story: the politics of Disney. Disney also wields enormous political influence. With billions in revenue and thousands of employees, it has significant lobbying power. In Florida, Disney's special tax privileges and political battles over social issues have made headlines worldwide. This raises another question: how much influence should an entertainment company have over politics and society? The hidden empire. When we look at Disney today, it's not just a company, it's a global empire. It controls hundreds of characters, dozens of major franchises, and a massive share of box office revenue. Think about it. The Marvel Cinematic Universe, Star Wars, Pixar, National Geographic, The Simpsons, and even Avatar all belong to Disney. That means a huge portion of the cultural content we consume comes from a single source. It's a monopoly of not just business, what the future holds. So where does Disney go from here? With advancements in technology, Disney is investing heavily in virtual reality, augmented reality, and artificial intelligence. Its parks are becoming more interactive, its films more immersive, and its streaming platforms more powerful. Will Disney continue to dominate every corner of entertainment? Or will its empire eventually face pushback from regulators, creators, and audiences demanding more variety? The future of storytelling may depend on the answer. Disney began as a small studio with a mouse. Today it's an empire shaping the childhoods, imaginations, and entertainment of billions of people worldwide. But behind the fairy tales and fireworks lies a corporation with immense power, power to control stories, influence politics, and dictate culture. So the question remains, is Disney still the land of dreams, or has it become a monopoly built on magic and money? The next time you watch a Marvel movie, stream a Pixar film, or walk into a Disney park, remember, you're not just experiencing entertainment. You're stepping into the carefully crafted world of one of the most powerful corporations on Earth. And in this hidden empire, the magic may be real,